What are the criticisms of deontological justification? Have you ever wondered how moral rules can sometimes lead to tough choices? Today, we are diving into the criticisms of deontological justification, a moral theory that focuses on duties and rules. Deontological ethics judges actions based on whether they follow these rules, not on the outcomes they produce. While this approach has its merits, it also faces several challenges. One major criticism is the inflexibility of deontological ethics. This theory often relies on absolute moral principles that must be followed, no matter the situation. For instance, if a strict rule says you must never lie, it could force someone to tell the truth even if it causes serious harm. Critics argue that this rigidity can lead to morally questionable outcomes because it overlooks the complexities of real-life situations. Another issue is the conflict between duties. Imagine a scenario where you must keep a promise, but doing so could harm someone else. Deontological ethics struggles to provide clear guidance on how to resolve such conflicts. This lack of direction can leave individuals facing moral dilemmas without straightforward solutions. Deontological justification also tends to neglect the consequences of actions. The theory claims that the morality of an action is independent of its outcomes. Critics point out that this can be problematic, as it may require actions that lead to negative consequences simply because they fulfill a duty. This strict separation from outcomes can feel counterintuitive, especially in situations where results matter. Moreover, there is no universally accepted list of duties in deontological ethics. Different cultures and individuals may have varying interpretations of what constitutes a moral duty. This ambiguity can complicate the practical application of deontological principles, as people may see duties differently. Another criticism is that deontological ethics can alienate individuals from their personal goals and emotions. The theory often demands that people prioritize moral duties over their own interests, leading to a sense of moral burden. This conflict can create tension between personal desires and the demands of duty. Lastly, while deontology values intentions behind actions, critics question whether focusing solely on duty-driven motives captures the full moral picture. Actions performed strictly out of duty might lack compassion or empathy, qualities many consider essential in moral decision-making. Despite these criticisms, deontological ethics remains influential. It emphasizes the importance of respecting individuals' rights and treating people as ends in themselves. It also holds individuals accountable for their actions based on principles rather than outcomes. However, applying deontological ethics often requires balancing these principles with considerations of consequences and context to address its limitations.